So let's do it, guys. We're gonna make a suit, a Chanel inspired suit, and let's look good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Myah and this is Inspired by Myah, where I give you sewing videos, sewing tutorials. Yeah, so in today's video I'm going to be making a Chanel inspired suit. But you know what, before I get into that, sorry, I need to address something. I need to address my upload content speed, because I really am trying to upload once a week, but it's just not looking possible because I'm literally working all week and I don't have time to pattern make, sew, record and edit. Like, it's a lot. So my upload speed is gonna have to be like every 2 to 3 weeks now, guys, so I really hope you can understand. But yeah, back to the brighter side, I'm making a Chanel inspired suit, and this is because, guys, I got a new job. I've been applying for so long for a new job and I got it. I actually got it. So this job, I'm not going to disclose what the job is, but it requires me to wear smart clothes, smart casual, and that's right up my alley. Like, if you could see my outfit inspo board on Pinterest, it's just full of blazers and trousers and shirts and blouses. I love them. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna make a Chanel 2-piece suit with a jacket and a skirt. So I haven't even started yet, like I'm just recording the intro now, so I need to make the patterns for it, and then I don't think I'm gonna show how I made the pattern because it is pretty simple. So I'm not gonna show how you make the pattern, but you'll see the pattern pieces next and me cutting it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this video is probably gonna be in 2 parts. One for the jacket, one for the skirt, so stay tuned. So yes, let's get into it. Let's make a Chanel inspired suit and let's look good.
1 week later.
Hi guys, it's been a long sight. It's been a long time since I did that clip there. Like, just life has just been non-stop. I haven't had time to do anything, but I got a day off today. So a literal, like, I have days off every week, but an actual, what am I even talking? I just have a bit of time. So I'm gonna cut out my pieces. I did make the pattern. There's the pattern. The skirt, sleeve, front and back, and a patch pocket. It's really simple, to be honest, but I think with the Chanel suit, it's more the details of the sewing that matters. Like, that's the main bit of it. Here's the fabric that I'm going to be using. It's actually like a blue with checkered. It's buckle, but it's not a very heavy knotted buckle. Like, let me see if you can see. It's not got a lot of depth and detail to the fabric. And then for the lining, I'm just going to use this brown, just a brown lining, brown polyester lining. I did not realize the back is darker, but I like that. So basically, I've made a sample of this pattern and everything fits exactly how I want it to, and I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do the lining on the garment, because I don't want the edge to just, let me see if I can explain it. I don't want the edge of my skirt to be like this, so like this is the front, and then on the inside you see the lining straight away. I want there to be a gap. Do you know what I mean? What you see on coats and skirts and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do now. It's not actually hard, but sometimes I overcomplicate things and get confused. From watching videos, what I understand I need to do is I need to add on the main fabric. I'm going to add 3 centimeter seam allowance, and on my lining I'm going to do a 1 centimeter seam allowance. So then when I sew them together, my main fabric will roll up inside, and then I'll have like 2 centimeters of the main fabric showing on the inside, if that makes sense. And then for the front, I'm not gonna do any fastening on the front. It's literally just gonna be a jacket with no buttons or anything. The front will obviously just fly open, and I don't want you to be able to see the brown lining, so I think I'm gonna do a facing. I think I'm gonna split the pattern down here for the lining, and then this part's gonna be lining and this part's gonna be main fabric, so that when it's open you can see the fabric. For the sleeve, again, I'm gonna do that the seam allowance thing, and for the skirt it's the same thing, but I'm a bit scared because I'm gonna have a zip, an invisible zipper, and I don't know how to line it properly. Like I'm gonna wing it and try and figure it out, I guess. So I feel like I should start on the jacket before I do the skirt. I don't know, you'll know by the title of this video anyway. But I'm gonna make a facing for the lining, so I'm gonna cut it around here. Got darts as well. I'm gonna have to sew the darts into the facing as well. And also, I'm not gonna go into too much depth with how I assemble this pattern because it's literally so simple. I think you'll know what to do if you know the basics of sewing. So yeah, let me just go and cut out these pieces. Guys, it's probably been like a week since I filmed that last one as well, but I'm gonna get something done today. So as you can see, I've got this blue fabric instead of the brown fabric. I just decided to change the lining. So I'm gonna sew up the darts on my main fabric, one of the side seams, and leave one of the side seams and the center back open on the main fabric. And then once I've done that, I will cut out the lining, but obviously the top bit of the skirt of the lining is gonna be in the main fabric, so I'm gonna have to cut all that out. I think you'll understand what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm quite scared, guys. This is scary. Okay. I have enough fabric if I mess up anyways, but do I really want to do it again if I mess up anyway? Anyways, I'm just matching up those pins that I put in for the darts. I'm just gonna use a straight stitch to sew. Sewing the darts on the main fabric was a little bit trickier because I didn't have anything to mark the fabric with, so when I was tracing the pattern, I just used some pins to show the dart placement, and then I matched them up with each other when I was sewing it. So the darts are done on one of the sides. I'm just going to do the same to the other side. All my darts are sewn up now, so I'm just going to place the front piece onto one of the side seams. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to sew down the side with a straight stitch. And then I also went ahead and put my invisible zipper in the centre back seam. Once I sewed the first side of the zip down, I pinned the other side down so that it matched with the lines on the other side. Yes, it looks good. All my check lines are matching up. So now I just need to fold it back over, and I'm just going to finish sewing up the centre back. I'm just going to sew from here all the way down. After I finished sewing the rest of the centre back seam, this is what the back looked like. Next I just folded the skirt over and sewed the last side seam. Then at this point you want to try on the skirt and make sure that you're happy with how everything's fitting. I'd already made a sample of mine, so I knew everything would fit, but just to be on the safe side I tried it on anyway, and this is what it looked like. So I'm really happy with how everything fits, so I'm just going to go ahead and start on the lining. So remember earlier when I said I was going to do the top of the lining with main fabric? Well, I decided to do it all in the lining fabric because it was just too much effort. So I marked my darts with a fabric marker, and then I sewed up the front and back darts. I assembled the lining a bit differently from the main fabric, and I sewed both side seams closed instead of one. Here I'm sewing the centre back closed. I left a gap in the centre back of the lining so that we can flip it inside out and finish the garment nicely. The idea was to use this to flip the garment right sides facing out, but I forgot to factor in the fact that I have to line the zipper, so I ended up having to unpick the centre back seam down to the length of the end of my zip. So I just placed my centre back lining and main fabric together and marked where the zip ends on the centre back. Now I'm just sliding the lining right sides over the main fabric and pinning it at the waistline and the zipper seam allowance. Before I started sewing the lining on, I just did a small stitch where the zip ends on my lining, and then I went ahead and finished pinning the lining to the zip, then sewed along the zip and waistband. When sewing the lining to the zip, I used a really skinny zipper foot, which allowed me to get really close to the zipper teeth, and then I just used a normal foot to sew the lining to the waistband. Now I'm just snipping the corners so the back zip area has sharp corners, and then I flip the garment right sides facing out. I also forgot to mention that I added my label onto the lining before sewing it to the waistline. Now here's where things went south. Everything was going so well, but it was too good to be true. So basically I got really confused about the hemming. I pinned the lining and main fabric together at the bottom, right sides facing, and then I tried to flip it through the centre back seam that I left open, but it just wasn't working.
Okay, I really don't know what's going on. Like, I closed up the centre back because I thought I can't do it that way, so then I opened the bottom, and I can't do it that way either. I want to cry. Because why? Why can I put my head through the skirt? I think I'm gonna have to unpick the bottom of it, the hem, and just hand sew it closed, but I did not want to do that. I did not want to have the whole bottom of the skirt. Ugh. So I think I'm gonna leave it for today and probably do it. Oh, I have to do it. I wanted this video out tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna have to unpick the skirt and see how I feel later. I just can't, I'm hungry. Anyways.
1 week later.
So I finally worked up the motivation to just unpick the hem and hand sew it closed. Because my lining was 2 centimeters shorter than my main fabric, I just folded the main fabric in 1 centimeters and then folded it up 2 centimeters to touch the lining seam allowance line, and then I pinned all the way around. So I've ironed it flat now so that it'll be easier for me to stitch it. I don't know if I'm gonna top stitch it, you know, with a visible stitch on the machine, or if I should hand stitch it, because, you know, time's just not on my side. But I don't know, I'll do something. I'm probably gonna hand stitch it because the inside's finished so neatly anyways, but we'll see. I realised whilst doing this that there are some other ways you could finish the hem. The easiest one being to hem the skirt and lining separately, which is what you see in most lined skirts, and I guess it just allows for a little bit more movement. I would have done this if my pieces were overlocked, but they weren't, so I'll have to keep it in mind for the future. The next method would be just to hem the lining and main fabric together like a regular top stitch hem. I could have gotten away with it on this fabric because the print's really distracting, but because I put so much effort into making it, I decided I'll just do it by hand. One thing I'll do is probably add a small hidden tacking stitch to attach the lining and main fabric together where the zip ends. But other than that, I think it looks quite good, if I do say so myself. Let me flip it inside out so I can show you what it looks like. So here's the back, and then here's the front. It's just completely clean and I love it. But anyways, I guess that's going to be the end of this video, part 1 to the Chanel suit making a skirt. So stay tuned for next week. Actually I don't want to say next week because I might not release it on time, but stay tuned for part 2 when I make the jacket next. So thanks for watching, guys, and like, comment, subscribe. But thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.